Hi everybody, it's Ramona here again from Connect Your Angels with this week's weekly Oracle card reading for the week of December the 9th through to the 15th. And I hope you guys are settling into December okay. Over here in Calgary, we've just come through 2 days of a blizzard. So we've had quite a bit of snow, and today it's a high of minus 21 Celsius. With the wind chill, that makes it feel like minus 35. So can you say time to stay home with a cup of tea and nice cuddly clothes? That's about all I want to do. However, life goes on, right? You have to still get out and about and get your Christmas shopping done and take the kids to school, etc., etc. So, that's Calgary. We just keep on going. So anyway, I hope it is much warmer where you are, though. If you get a chance to come to Calgary, it is beautiful, but I would say come in the summer. So enough about that. This week we're going to get going with the reading, and I'm going to be using a brand new deck that I have. It's the Indigo Angel deck that Doreen Virtue has done with her son Charles. So these are really cool. And indigo might be a term that you're familiar with. If you're not, you might want to look it up. It's really, really interesting. Indigos are basically people who have come to this lifetime with a very special purpose. They are very much doers, and they don't take no for an answer. And they are here to bring back integrity, bring back some better order to some of the systems that we have, because basically the way that mankind is going is not healthy, and it's not a way that is sustainable. So indigos have a very special purpose, but they are highly sensitive. And so they get a little bit, beaten up in this lifetime unless they know how to manage it. And they have many other characteristics too. So I encourage you, if you're not familiar with the term indigo child or indigo, you can go look it up. But anyway, these cards have been developed specifically for people who are indigos, but anybody can use them. So some of these messages may really resonate with certain viewers out there this time around, because perhaps you yourself have indigo characteristics. So anyway, enough about that. We'll go ahead, and as always, I'm going to do pull three cards. One for Monday, Tuesday, and one for Wednesday, Thursday, and one for the end of the week. Okay, so I like this. Monday, the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, physical outlet. Right now, it's a very stressful time of year for a lot of people. Whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or another holiday, there seems to be a lot of holidays happening at this time of year, which involve, preparations, get-togethers with family. That can entail a lot of detail work, getting, food prepared, your home ready to welcome guests, whatever that might look like for you. And that's just on top of the normal busy lives that we all have, right? That there's still, work that you do, or things that you do in the family that need to be taken care of. So, it's a lot going on. And one of the best ways that you can manage the stress that tends to build up at this time of year is to find a physical outlet for that. So I'm not saying you have to rush right out and get a gym membership. The angels are always telling you, or always guiding people to make small changes that can still have a great benefit. So this could look simply like getting outside for 15 minutes for a brisk walk, just to clear your head and to get some new divine inspiration, some new creative ideas coming to you. When we go outside, we really shut off the to-dos that are going on in our head, right? And there's something about that just as soon as we open up the doors, we go outside, we sort of open ourselves up to a stronger connection with our angels and spirit, and we can hear them better. So if you're really struggling right now with, needing some guidance, and you're not quite sure that you're picking it up correctly, take some time to maybe head outside, or just to engage in some kind of physical outlet. Whatever that looks like for you, it can be whatever you enjoy, whether that's just simply putting on some music in your living room and dancing around, or hula hooping, picking up a hula hoop and, spinning around for a few minutes, or whatever that feels like, whatever you like to do. Dancing, singing, just moving your body in some capacity. And again, it doesn't have to be for a long amount of time, 10, 15 minutes. There's a lot that can be done in those short bursts of time. So just try to fit that into your day, especially next week, the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday. But you might like it so much that you decide that, hey, this is kind of fun and makes me feel good and I want to keep going. And actually they're saying too, another thing that you can do is even a stretching routine. It doesn't have to be a heavy physical workout where you're, sweating profusely. I mean, that is good for your cardio and things like that. But a lot of you right now are having issues because your muscles are so tight. A lot of you sit for many, many hours in the day, so your hip flexors get really, really tight. That can cause the pelvis to be tilted forward, which can then put strain on the low back. So if a lot of people out there have low back problems, it's not really your back. It's a lot of times connected to your hips, your hip flexor muscles, the psoas and other things like that. So stretching is a really good thing to try to build into your routine if you already do something now, or to start to do something now, because that will keep you functioning well into your golden years if you can maintain your flexibility, which helps with balance, which helps with so many things. So think about that as also as a physical outlet. Okay, all right, so middle of the week, everybody, I want you to do this. Wrap your arms around you and give yourself a hug and give yourself permission to love yourself. Okay, I don't want to hear that voice in your head that's telling you you're too this, you're too that, or you're not this, or you're not that. This time of year, it's really hard on people because, we're comparing a lot of things, right? We're thinking back on the year that we've just had, and maybe you didn't quite meet all those New Year's resolutions that you set out for yourself last year. So you're kind of beating yourself up about it, and your self-esteem is taking a hit, and it just ends up being this big downward spiral, right? You think, oh, I had wanted to look better in my party clothes this year, or maybe you're going to head out on a warm vacation and you're beating yourself up because you don't think you look great in a bathing suit, or you're going shopping for one and you're just looking at your body and you're picking yourself apart and all those things. So, to be able to be fully well, the idea of wellness, there's a component of that it isn't just about your physical wellness, but it is about your emotional wellness and your spiritual wellness. And part of that is to start within, the very core of who you are before you even worry about the shell that we have, right? That's just our shell. It has to start inside. You have to really, truly love yourself. So the middle of the week, if that voice pops up, and it starts telling you all those things about yourself that you don't like, and you're nitpicking, all these things, tell it, stop, cancel. Imagine you're hitting that cancel button on your keyboard, or delete, or do the sorcerer sweep. Just sweep that thought away, get rid of that thought, and try to keep your head full of healthy, positive thoughts, right? Make a list of all the things you do like about yourself, or ask your friends, what do you think's great about me, or what do you like the most about me? And, use those things to buoy yourself so that you're not going to that negative voice in your head and listening to it, because a lot of that stuff, it's just mind stories that you've created that really don't have any foundation in reality. So you don't want to let those thoughts drive your show, right? You want things to inspire you, to make you feel good about yourself. Those are the things you need to listen to, and those are the thoughts that come from your guidance and from spirit. So pay attention to those thoughts, okay? Heading into the end of the week, we're like this. Share your wisdom. Share your wisdom. You have a lot that you know about. And this is a time now when, you need to share that with other people based on what you've already learned in your spiritual journey. How has some of that knowing, or how has some of that knowledge helped you grow and evolve and change and heal, right? So think about that, and then if that really helped you, why not open your mouth and share it with other people? Because they could be in the very same spot that you were maybe 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, and they might be struggling and they need some help to get to a better place. And you simply sharing your story with them and how you've evolved and grown and changed and, like I said, healed might be extremely helpful to them. So you don't want to be this undercover light worker who just gets all this great information but keeps it to yourself. You want to have an open exchange with others and let them know what you've learned as well. And it's always a lot more fun going on a journey with somebody else. So by doing that, maybe you'll make more friends who are like-minded that can go down that spiritual road or that spiritual path together with you, so that you have this constant companion that you can bounce ideas off of and have an exchange of things. They might be learning something different than you are, and it's a great opportunity to grow and to share. So think about that for end of the week next week. So that would be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I hope you've enjoyed the indigo cards. I really like them. I think they're fantastic. And you'll probably see me using a lot more different cards too coming up in the next few weeks, because I have a whole bunch of new ones that I've recently acquired. So I'll definitely be pulling those out. And one last thing quickly to mention. We are heading into the holidays. If you're still stuck for somebody on your list of who you need to buy for and you're really not sure, but you know that maybe they could use a little bit of angelic guidance, then you may want to consider getting them a gift certificate for a reading. So you can definitely contact me at Spiritual Mailman, and that's all together one word, Spiritual Mailman at connecttoyourangels.com. Keep in mind the 2 in Connect to Your Angels is the number 2, okay? So Spiritual Mailman at connecttoyourangels.com. That's my email. You can email me if you're interested in purchasing a gift certificate for somebody, and we can get that set up for you. And in the meantime, if you're not sure what they might need or want, you can check out my website for a full listing of all my services. And the website is www.connecttoyourangel.com. And if you haven't already, then I urge you to go to that website, and on the homepage there's a short little box there. You just put your name and your email and sign up, and then every week you will get these videos. So it gives you the heads up, here's what you need to know for the week ahead from the angels, and lots and lots and lots of other great content. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful week ahead. Stay warm. To all my fellow friends here in the West, bundle up, travel safely, and we will see you here next week. Thanks.